Konnichiwa, my name is T-Seeker, and you're watching PokeCast. Today's movie review is on Ivan the Incredible, or as the original title is, Gummy Tea. This is probably going to be one of the top worst movies I am going to do a review on. There is good reasons why I say that. How would I introduce this movie? Let me try to think. Hello there, parents. Are you looking for a great movie to help not build self-esteem for your kids? Are you looking for a great movie that is depressing, inappropriate, and a great way to teach your kids? If you're being bullied, screw it, because you're screwed for life. Well, look no further. You have Ivan the Incredible, the movie that will show you a boy who is bullied from everybody except for the girl who's in love with him, including his father, everybody in town, well, excluding the gypsy. But everybody that looks at him, everybody that sees him, sees this boy as an idiot, a loser, a unworthy human being that is literally a piece of crap in the city. Yes, that's right. Ivan, the person that is not worth even mentioning the name. So he's called Gummy Tea. Well, that's the movie name. Gummy Tarzan. Sorry, the English name is Gummy Tarzan. He is so weak. He is so pathetic. You will find yourself loathing this character with your utmost ability to loathe anything so despicably. Yes, that's right. Ivan the Incredible, or original title, Gummy Tea. I think that would probably be the best way to, to introduce this movie, because it's exactly what it is. So Ivan literally he's this kid. He is the biggest loser in this town. Everybody knows this, including his father, who's very particular about letting Ivan know how useless he is. His father wants his son to be a Tarzan. His father wants him to be... Well, that's literally what he wants his son to be. He wants his son to be Tarzan. From all the books his father used to read. He wants his son to be this athletic, smart, brilliant, famous person that, he would be proud of. He's also picked on by the school bully. He's even kicked out of a gym because he is so pathetically weak that the big old strong muscle man who runs the gym is like, you need to leave now. You suck. You make me hurt just for watching you. Go. Be gone. And that is basically what happens to the poor man. His teachers, his principal, everybody, it doesn't matter who it is, except for the girl who loves him, thinks this is a worthless person. I mean, the whole, I think it was almost 30 to 40 minutes of the movie is us watching this poor kid get tortured. I mean, it's still, he comes home from school, his father is throwing out all of his possessions. It doesn't matter what, his father threw away all of his possessions because Ivan is so weak that he thinks all of these possessions are making Ivan weaker, so therefore he removes everything to help Ivan concentrate on being a better person. I was there like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? This is a kid's movie? And then eventually he runs into the gypsy. He decides to go talk with the gypsy. Hey, so wishes, you grant wishes, right? And the gypsy grants him a wish. She's like, okay, what is one thing you would like to be? And he's all, I would like to be able to do everything. Everything the best that could ever be done. And she's like, okay. She goes over there, starts mixing the potion, all that. And then she knocks over the most important thing. She has a mayfly elixir that she knocks over. Then the mayfly thing is going to only allow him to be like this for one day. but she forgets to put it in yet because you do extend the movie. So what happens? Ivan becomes incredible. He can do anything. He is everything. He is fantastic. He is incredible. He actually brings a wheelbarrow of books from the library and starts reading them while balancing several books to show his teacher that he's not an idiot. To show all the kids that I can read too. So poo on you. And it's just like, what was that? That's messed up that you're having a kid showing that he can read just to prove that he's somebody. I understand that, because reading was a little hard for me when I was in school too, but making it an important note in the movie to show that he was now can read, I thought was a little bit, like, wow, really? You guys really had to show that, didn't you? Then, of course, he, gets the bully back, starts doing all this stuff, and then, he shows off to his father by accident that he still has his powers, and even he's surprised, like, wow, I'm not supposed to have these. And his father's like, I got an idea. Grabs the son, starts promoting his self-written book, I Am Tarzan, showing off his son, like, look, I trained my son, and look what he became after I did that. And the father manipulates his son so badly that even on a talk show where everybody wants to see Ivan, the father has this giant-sized version of the book. He actually forces Ivan on live TV behind the book. That way only he and the book are visible on the live television show. And the father starts ignoring his son because now the father has money. I'm not making this up. It's just so pathetically wrong. You're just like, oh my gosh. So, after everything's said and done, he finally is given the potion, and he's back to normal. And you think that after all this, after doing a nice thing for the bully who's been picking on him for quite some time, she would be nicer to him. It's a fat, ugly, I don't even know. It's supposed to be a girl, but they made her like this. They just made her this hideous thing that, or even I can't. I'm trying to be nice, but it's really hard when they actually go out of their way to make it the cliche, ugly, hillbilly girl that is a bully. They do their best to make sure that she is the ugliest girl you'll ever see. Nobody's gonna mess with her because she's not really a girl. She's a bully. That's what she is. So that's why it's kind of hard not to be nice about her. Well, okay, so everything's said and done. What is the moral of this entire story? Well, let's think. After his powers are no longer there, and he's finally got the love of his life back because he was being an idiot. She didn't like him for what he became. He and her are now being bullied by the bully, since now the bully can bully back, and the two live happily ever after as they hold hands after they have been forced into the urinal. It's like, so what's the moral of the story of this one, kids? That even though you could have all these superpowers given to you by a magical gypsy, when everything's said and done, it's better to be bullied for the rest of your life and tortured relentlessly, but hey, you found love. And that's very important. But don't worry, you can be bullied for the rest of your life. You just found the girl of your dreams. So that's okay. That's basically the whole moral of the story. The movie is so bad that I actually almost wanted to turn the movie off because of how it doesn't stop. It just keeps on getting worse and worse. And then after that, you're like, okay, well, it's good to see that he's being able to change things around. That's awesome. But then it starts getting worse in reverse because his father is pressuring him and then flat out ignoring him. And then after everything's back to normal, he goes, instead of, that normal, almost clichéic outcomes, which, the kid who's been bullied finally makes a stand saying, hey, enough. Okay? I did that for you. I saved the embarrassment of your father. Therefore, you owe me one. Why not we call it a truce? No, we can't do that. It goes into him going right back where he was. The only difference is he now has a girlfriend who's now being bullied by the bully because she is the girlfriend of the kid who gets bullied and treated like scum. What the crap kind of movie is this? I do not want to show this to a kid. I mean, seriously, I'm not going to sit there and have a kid, hi, let's go watch Ivan the Incredible. And you're just a kid, I'm not being bullied for that. I really am not. Okay. Father, I'm not that bad of a child, am I? Yes. I'm going to start calling you Ivan because I hate you. But Dad... Don't call me that. You're Ivan. And even Ivan was allowed to call his father. I forget if he was or not. I forget. But anyway, that's what it make me feel like I'm doing to my own kid, forcing him to watch this movie. I cannot believe this is actually a kid's movie. Okay, now here's the question if you're wondering. What's its score? Because, yeah. Okay. I don't know how... I think there was like one or several reviews that actually gave some good numbers somehow. But IMDb does have it at 4.3 stars, which makes no sense to me. I gave this a 1 out of 10. I mean, seriously, this is not a kid's movie. This is not a movie you want to have your kids watch because it's so depressing that it's not, even though it does have some comical parts, that one point of laughter doesn't make it good. It'd be like watching, a straight rape movie or something, and just because it has some, particularly funny moments in the movie, that makes it okay. No. This is depressing. It's not a kid's movie at all. It's one of the movies that I highly recommend do not let your kids watch because it's so depressing that you will honestly watch it with them. You'd be like, what the crap are we watching? Even the kid's like, Mommy, I'm not that bad of a kid. Please don't hate me, And that's exactly what Ivan the Incredible is. It's a horrible movie that somehow got released even in the United States. I would think that when it came over here in the United States, the critics would have been like, oh. But because it was an animated film in the kids genre thing from another country, which I still don't know how the country even wanted that for their kids, they released it here in the United States because, it's like, hey, it's another animated film. It's still an animated film. Just release it. Okay. We'll get money from it. People will be stupid enough to watch it. That's exactly what I did. I watched it. Hopefully it would be a good one. And yeah. So yes, if you're looking for the most outrageous, depressing movie ever made for kids, this is probably one of them. And highly recommended if you want to depress your kids and make your kids feel like they're worthless. That after watching this film, they will think that you hate them with a passion, but you want to only show them through this movie. That's what they'll probably think. So this is my review on Ivan the Incredible, or known as Gummy Tea. 1 out of 10 stars. Yes, it sucks that bad. Absolutely insane. Hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Teaser Kira saying ciao and sayonara.